I thought I'd just give you a quick overview. There. She got us. Hi and welcome back to The Books Are Everywhere. So welcome back to another weekly reading vlog. It is the start of week 3 in the Whatever You Want-a-thon. I'm doing really well so far. I've read 12 books. 5 of those have been graphic novels, so I do want to kind of boost that with more full-length novels over the next couple of weeks, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. The only graphic novels I was planning to read were the 4 Heartstoppers, and then Mark gave me a kind of running graphic novel the other day, which was only about 150 pages, and I read it and I wasn't sure whether to include it in my kind of reading goals and stuff, but I am, because, you know, I still read a book, so I added that one as well. So I've read 5. I'm trying to think of the other. I've read the Caraval series, I've read The Maidens, Blackout, Wuthering Heights, The Railway Children, and I think there might be another one that I'm missing, but I cannot remember right now. I think that might be it. So I am now on to Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry by Joya Goffney. I started this last night, 40 pages in so far, and I really like it so far. So this follows Quinn, who is, it says on the back, black, 18, vegetarian, a chronic list maker, crushing on Carter Bennett, socially awkward, living a lie, lost without her journal, being blackmailed and about to face her truth. So basically at the start of this book, Quinn has a journal that she writes everything down in, all of her deepest, darkest secrets go into this journal, and then her journal is taken by Carter Bennett, who she is crushing on, and the journal gets lost, and then she gets an anonymous Instagram message from somebody basically claiming that they have their journal and they're going to reveal stuff in it unless she like does things. So she starts being blackmailed by them, and that is where I'm up to right now, and I really like the kind of style of this one, the narrative of this one, like the narration from Quinn I really like. I like Quinn already. She's hiding a lot. It's really interesting what's going on with the blackmailing already. And yeah, I just really like it, really like the style. There's a lot of lists in here which I find quite fun and easy to read, like this for example, and that is kind of written very much like you'd imagine her journal to be, which I really like. Also love this cover a lot, love the blue and yellow on here, green and yellow kind of turquoise colour, but yeah, and this font is really nice. The cover design actually was by Sophie McDonnell, and the cover illustration, which I'm presuming was the drawing in the background, was by Sarah Madden. So yeah, love this cover, so shout out to those cover designers because it's so pretty. So that is my first read of this week. I am not sure what I'm going to move on to afterwards. I'm going on holiday next week with Blue and Alex, so excited, and I have a few books that I'm saving for that holiday that are a little bit easier to read, because obviously I know I'm going to be around people more and stuff, so I want to pick ones that are a little bit easier to get through. So I'm going to be making my way through kind of more of the full length ones, because I'm going to save like a verse one and a few shorter ones and stuff for next week. And me and Alex will be reading Slay while we're on holiday together, which I'm very excited for. So I have a few others that I want to get through before then. I won't tell you what they are because I don't know what I'm going to choose right now, but that is kind of a reading update at the moment. Weirdly, I'm only reading one book right now, which is rare for me, and I just have a parcel to unwrap, so let's do that. So I got this parcel from World of Books this morning. I'm pretty sure I know what this is, because I was weirdly just watching Alex's vlog the other day. I'll link it down below. And I just ended up looking for some books that I know I need to buy, like the ones that are kind of hard to get. Really can't get into this parcel. Okay, we're kind of in enough to get the book out, so. Whoa, that's in better condition than I expected. This is Puddin' by Julie Murphy. This is the second Dumpling book, and this was one that I knew I needed to buy because I have Dumpling in hardback, which I managed to get half price because the inside page is ripped or something, it was damaged. So I got that one really cheap. This one was £3.99 from World of Books second hand, and it is like new. It looked like, I can't see anything wrong with this at all. No, that is literally a brand new book. That is amazing. It's pristine, really. Well, that's nice. That's a nice surprise because I wasn't exactly sure what condition it would turn up in. But yeah, I really enjoyed Dumpling when I read it a couple years ago, and I really liked the film as well. And now Pumpkin is out, and the hardback of that is amazing, and I want to buy that. I knew I needed to get this one before went out of print because it's slowly becoming a little bit hard to get, so grabbed this one, which I'm very excited for and I might read soon, and then I can read Pumpkin. I like that these are kind of set in the same series, like the same kind of school and stuff, I believe, but you don't have to read them all together, which I like about kind of contemporary series because it's a little bit less pressure than kind of big fantasy series, so that's cool and I'm glad to have that. So plans for the rest of the day, I need to write 5 reviews. Bit lax on the blog the past couple of days because I haven't really been at home. I've been doing quite a few things, so I haven't caught up with reviews, so I have quite a few to write. So the plan for the next kind of hour or so is to watch BookTube and write book reviews for my blog, and then I will go to Ikea with Alex this afternoon. I'm going to see Blue and Alex briefly and then go take Alex to Ikea because I need some stuff for this room, which I will also be videoing for you, and then it's exciting because we can, yeah, go to Ikea, get some stuff, have some dinner hopefully. So I will speak to you later. Welcome to Tuesday. It's Tuesday, and I thought I would give you a reading update. As you can see, me and Alex went to Ikea yesterday and it was a lot of fun. Also, it was dead, which you can probably also see in the videos. There was no one around, which was perfect because it was a really nice time to go and a lot more enjoyable than when it was busy. I stayed at Alex's for a bit last night and helped her build some of the furniture that we got, and I have some of my own to build today, which you will see in a separate video, don't worry. I'm also going out for dinner tonight. Me and Alex went out for dinner last night. I'm going out for dinner tonight with one of my childhood friends, which will be really, really nice to see her for the first time in a while. But anyway, I just want to give you a bit of a reading update. Also, I finally posted my May wrap up and June TBR on my blog halfway through the month. I really enjoy writing those posts. It just takes a long time because of the amount of links I put into it with Goodreads, and a link to my review for every book I read and a link to the Waterstones page for every book I read. So it takes me a while to kind of go through and add all of those things, but I do enjoy putting them together, so that is finally up. But anyway, let's go on to the actual reading update. I have read a little bit more, really not a lot more at all, like 10 pages of this last night. I just ended up doing stuff till late and writing book reviews till late last night, and I only read like 10 pages of this one, but I am still enjoying it a lot, enjoying the narration. I could have probably read more, but I also wanted to go on Animal Crossing before I slept, so I prioritised that. I also started Hanny and Ishi's Guide to Fake Dating, which I've really wanted to read. I only got this probably about a month ago, a couple weeks ago. But yeah, I really wanted to read this, and a few of us are actually buddy reading this. We are buddy reading about 4 chapters a day for now, so I'll be reading this one throughout the week for sure. And I already really like this. This is from the point of view of 2 different Bengali girls, Hanny and Ishi. One of them is like really, really popular, I think, Ishi. So Hanny is really, really popular, and Issue is much more focused on kind of her schoolwork and doesn't really have that many friends. And they end up coming together later in this book, which I haven't got to yet, because Issue wants to, well, needs to be popular because I think she's running for like student council or something similar to that. This is actually set in Ireland, I think, which I didn't expect, so that's really cool. And it's all about Hanny coming out as bisexual as well. Hanny is really popular and she comes out to her friends as bisexual, and they basically not disregard it, but say that they don't believe her because she's only been with boys, I think. I've not got to that bit in the story yet. But I've been very excited to read this one. Very glad to finally read it, and I already love the culture that is represented within this. And there's just a lot of talk already. You know, they use terms, Bengali terms for the parents, which I really like, and I like that it's just never explained or talked about. That just happens as it should, and I really, really like that. I really, really like that already. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what I think of this one. I haven't actually read The Henna Wars, which is also by this author, but I really, really want to. So excited to be carrying on with this one. I also started Ghosts of the Shadow Market yesterday. This is partly because all of the books that are on my TBR for Whateverthon this month don't have audiobooks on script. Like, I've already made my way through the ones that did. I think Slay does and Punching the Air does, but I want to read those both next week when I'm on holiday, because me and Alex are bloody reading Slay, and Punching the Air is just very short, so I want to save that for the holiday. I might actually listen to that one alongside reading it. But this one has an audiobook available to me on script. It is very, very chunky, which is partly why I wanted to read it on audio. It's a bit of a random time to read it because I wanted to read it closer to the time of reading the Red Scrolls of Magic or the Last Hours trilogy. I think the last book in the Red Scrolls will come out by the end of this year, hopefully. So it's not like too long in between, because I would like to start reading those when that one comes out. So it's not too long in between, but it's interesting to be back in this world when I haven't actually read a Shadowhunter book in a while, but I'm honestly really, really enjoying this. I really like these short story collections. I've read both the Bane Chronicles and Tales from the Shadowhunter Academy quite a long time ago now. This is the only one that I haven't read, and I'm really, really loving being back in this world. I was a little bit worried even when listening to the first story that I would just be a little bit disconnected because I'm not as connected to the characters at the moment because I haven't read one in a while, but everything's come rushing back to me. My love for these characters has come rushing back to me, and even the ones that I'm not as familiar with because I haven't read them or they were side characters in the other books, I am just really enjoying reading their stories. The second story in this one, I've read the first two so far. The second one was actually very queer as well, which I really liked, and the main character, Anna, was kind of exploring gender expression and gender identity, which I really, really enjoyed reading about, especially in the kind of time that this book is set, which is kind of early 1900s, I believe. So yeah, I really, really enjoyed that one. That is definitely my favourite so far, and there's already been a lot of mentions of Will, Gem and Tessa, who are my favourite Shadowhunter characters, so that is very exciting. So that's another one that I'm reading and will be reading on audio when I'm running and driving throughout the next probably couple of weeks, because it's quite chunky, although I am already 130 pages in, so pretty cool. I really enjoyed the audio. There is a whole cast for the audiobook, which is amazing, and all of the kind of characters and the stories have different narrators, which I really, really like, and I really appreciate that they've put that much effort into the audiobook. So if you were considering reading it on audio, I'd definitely say go for it, because I'm really enjoying that so far. So yeah, that is my kind of reading update for now. I will hopefully read a little bit more today than I did yesterday. I've already read 40 pages-ish of this while running this morning. Need to read another 4 chapters of Hanny and Issue, and then I will carry on with Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry, and we'll see how I do. It's a really nice day outside, so I might get some reading outside as well, but I will update you later or tomorrow with how I'm doing. Hi everyone, welcome to Wednesday. I thought I'd just give you a quick reading update in front of my shelves. I don't know if I mentioned this on my vlog yesterday, but I put a spare shelf on here and couldn't arrange them properly. I managed to arrange it by making this one like a big hardback shelf and also putting my tiny editions of the Infernal Devices on there from Illumicrate, which I adore, but they're the most awkward size ever. They are so cute and I love the size that they are, but they won't fit on a paperback shelf and they're tiny on hardback shelves. And it really, really annoyed me because this shelf is now really tightly packed. I've had to take the box off for it to fit it in there, but I wanted to have another full-size hardback shelf on there, and this was the only way to do it that I could think of, like, immediately, without just sorting out all of my shelves, which I might do at some point. Obviously this is going to change at some point because I will get more Cassie books as they're released, so it's only temporary, which is the way I'm looking at it. Although I will probably keep them kind of as they are and just have like 3 Cassie shelves as they're like released, because this is all Cassie. And I still have the 10th anniversary editions on this shelf. I'm quite impressed with my pointing, honestly. This is really weird to do, but I'm doing it. So this is all Cassie pretty much, apart from these few. This is all Cassie, and then this one has just got the 10th anniversary editions, and as more come out, this will end up being more Cassie as well. Anyway, I love how they look. I'm really happy with them. Even with this tiny edition here, I still think it looks really nice, so that's my update for that. I managed to edit a vlog and have like a really shit time with my laptop last night, which I have been for the past couple nights, honestly. It's just been really frustrating, and I've been kind of doing vlog and blog stuff since like past midnight, which is really annoying me now. I don't want to keep doing that, but I did manage to get some reading done to try and calm myself down after all the annoying bits. So I've read some more of Honey and Issue, and I've read some more of Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry. It's weird reading like two quite, not similar contemporaries, but kind of similar contemporaries at a time. I'm really enjoying both of these. I am now 87 pages into this one. I've already read today's pages because I'm doing this as a buddy read with a few people. And yeah, I'm definitely getting into this. It's getting really cute. I love how different the different characters are. Honey and Issue are so different and have kind of different traits, and they're discussed interestingly. It's very funny the way it's discussed, and I like kind of seeing how they react to each other and then seeing their own points of view, if that makes sense. It's also just getting really, really cute right now. This also has kind of an interesting way of dealing with biphobia, and also just kind of being around parents and being around parents that expect a lot of you, which is very interesting to read about, because both of these families kind of, I think it's Issue's family, who are kind of very hung up on their children's education and stuff, and there's a lot of interesting discussions about that in here. I'm also really enjoying Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry, and I'm actually over halfway through this now. I've read about 150 pages since last night. I'm really, really getting into this. I love the characters. It's really fast paced. It's just really easy to read, and they're going through so many kind of things like while they're growing up, and they're really funny to read about, and also really, really heartwarming. And I really like the relationships in this. They are so cute, but also don't feel inauthentic for teenagers. And the way that they interact with each other is quite nice, but also feels quite normal and quite authentic, which I really, really like. So that is my update for this one. I would love to finish this one today, because honestly I don't want to stop reading it. So I might go outside and read for a bit and see how much I can read, so I've only got 150 pages left of that one. And then I can start another book. I also just realised that I have a video I want to go up by the end of the month. And it's a big project, and I'm away next week and won't come back till the 25th. So I'm like, I might have to get that done in the next couple of days. So I think I might start working on that one in a minute, it's a super, super exciting project. I'm so excited for it. It's just a lot of work, and I didn't expect to have to do it this week because I didn't work out the dates in my head. But I'm gonna go and get started on that, and you will see that on my channel very soon. I'm very excited for it, so I hope you love it too. Welcome to Thursday the 17th of June, and I have a big update for you since I read a lot yesterday. and I finished a book. I finished Excuse Me While I Ugly Cry. I loved this book so much. It was so heartwarming and kind of fluffy in places, but it also didn't shy away from some really difficult topics. There were some like discussions of racism in here that I really enjoyed. I thought they were done really well and portrayed really well, and we need more of this in YA, we really do. I thought this book was so important, but also really enthralled me. There was also a lot of talk of like friendship and how to face your friends when they are being racist, and there was just a lot of like, yeah, a lot of important deep discussions, but also fluffy, cute. I loved the characters, loved the relationship in there. It wasn't like an insta love. They didn't not have their problems. They all made mistakes. They were all real people. It all felt very authentic. The friendships felt very authentic. The relationship felt authentic. I really liked this one. Really enjoyed it. I would definitely recommend it. I gave it 4.5 stars, and I read pretty much over half of it in like 1 or 2 sittings yesterday. So I would definitely recommend this one. I finished it by about 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, so I actually started a new book last night. I decided to start Show Us Who You Are by Elle McNichol. This is on my Whateverthon TBR for the month. It's for indie slash self-pub because this is not a big publisher. This is published by Knights Of, and I wasn't sure which one to go for next on my Whateverthon TBR, and then Courtney said she was going to start this one next. Me and Courtney don't really do like set buddy reads, but we've done like loose buddy reads before, so basically like neither of us like to be kind of constricted by the kind of page count thing or chapter count, so we definitely, with this one being a middle grade as well, wanted to just go ahead and read it and then obviously discuss as we read. We do also read at quite a similar pace anyway. However, I did start this last night and I'm already over 100 pages in. Because this is middle grade, it's so quick and easy to read, but also I love this book already. It follows Cora, who is neurodivergent. She has autism, and her new friend Adrian, who they meet at the start of this book, who has ADHD. I relate to Adrian so much, not because of his ADHD, but because he's homeschooled, and some of the stuff in here has made me feel so seen. Because I was homeschooled, and I'm not neurodivergent as such, but I did struggle in school a lot because of my anxiety that I had as a child, and separation anxiety, which I don't really talk about, but some of the lines in this just really made me feel like when he was struggling with school and saying why he struggled with school. I really appreciated some of that, and yeah, I sent some of the lines in this to friends and my boyfriend because I felt really seen by them. Also, this is just, it's such a good representation of autism and how Cora's autism kind of affects her life. I believe Elle has autism herself, so I think this is a very kind of authentic portrayal of that because of it being own voices. But I'm also just very enthralled by this story and interested to see where it's going to go. This follows Cora, and her dad and brother, I think, both work for the Pomegranate Institute, which basically make holograms of people that can live past when they die. So there's a lot of stuff going in there, and they, at the start of the book, kind of express an interest in wanting to interview Cora to better create neurodivergent holograms, which is really interesting, and it's kind of about Cora facing that and visiting this place and kind of deciding what to do about this. It's really interesting, and her friend Adrian's dad, I think, is like the head or one of the really high up people in this company. So yeah, I'm loving this so far. Such a quick read. Very glad I picked it up. Honestly, might just carry on reading this one today. Also reading Hanny and Ishi's Guide to Fake Dating. Reading this in a buddy read, so we're not reading too much a day, but I really love this. This is so cute, and I love the Bengali culture that's in here. I just love how like it feels really authentic. These girls' lives feel really authentic. There's nothing that's like shied away from. It just shows a normal day-to-day life, which it seems like a stupid thing to say, but we do not see enough of non-white, probably atheist or Christian stuff in YA. So to have this one feels quite revolutionary, even though it really shouldn't. I hope I'm kind of coming across in the way that I do feel about this book, because I just really am enjoying reading about that, and I think we definitely need more of this in YA. And honestly, this kind of friendship that happens between these girls is the cutest thing, and I'm loving reading about it. Also, isn't it weird how these covers are like, and not only these two that are split in half, and then this one that is kind of the same. How weird is that? Anyway, so that's kind of my reading update right now. I am also reading Ghost of the Shadow Market, but I haven't read any in the past couple of days. I also have some mail and stuff that I want to show you, but before I do that, I just wanted to show off this Serpent and Dove coaster set that Alex gave me the other day that was in the fairy loot box, and she wasn't bothered about having it, so she offered it to me because she knows how much I love Serpent and Dove, and these are just so pretty. They're so pretty. I'll show you the other two. I don't really have many coasters either, so I think this is Lou, and I think this might be Reed. I'm not really sure, I don't know. But yeah, I really like this, really like these, so thank you to Alex for giving me those. Okay, so I have mail. Very big parcel here from one of my favourite places, Lucy and Yak. So this actually might be a little bit of a try on clothes haul, which I don't really do. I don't buy a lot of clothes. And you may notice one of the only places I buy from is Lucy and Yak. Because they are quite ethical, and I don't... This is very loud. So yeah, they're a really ethical company, and I really like their values, and also they just make some amazing things. I really try and steer away from fast fashion, so I don't really buy a lot of new clothes anymore. If I do buy clothes, it's either secondhand off like Depop or eBay or places like that, or I buy from Lucy and Yak, and that is basically the only place I get my clothes now. So they had some things. They had one thing that was released the other day, and I decided to buy that, and as soon as it went live, I also bought some other things that I've had my eye on for a while, and I'm very excited to see these. So I will show you these on, but I'm just going to show you what they're like right now. So first we have this t-shirt that says "Don't trash where they splash," and there's like a design of a whale on there, which this is just so cute, and I love the fit of their Lucy and Yak t-shirts, and I think this is the same as one of my other ones, so I really wanted that one. And then I have this jacket, which I didn't expect to be able to get. I liked this when I first saw it, and then I wasn't too bothered about it. And then someone actually came into work wearing the exact same jacket, and I was like, oh my god, seeing it on somebody else makes me really want it. So it's this mustard corduroy jacket that I thought would be perfect for like spring, summer, because it's so lightweight and it's really oversized, which I love. So I'm very excited to have this one. And then the last thing I bought, oh actually no, there's more. I bought scrunchies because I thought these were really cute. They make these out of their offcuts as well, which is really cool. This one's nice because it's like corduroy. So yeah, and they're really cheap, and they were also 3 for 2, so I thought I would just have these. And then, and last but not least, and this is the thing I bought all of this stuff for, is these dungarees with this pattern on them. They're like lilac coloured, and then they have moons and stars on them, which I'm so happy. The moon and the sun. They're so beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna try all this stuff on and show you, so let's do that. I have like a skirt on the bottom, but how cute, and I love the fit of these t-shirts because they're not too long, and also they're quite fitted, and they're really soft as well. So cute. Again, ignore my skirt, although this is kind of cute. It's really oversized, which I love, and also I thought the sleeves would be kind of short on me, but they're actually really long because of the fit of it, so cute. I love this mustard colour, and I feel like with jeans this is going to be really adorable. Black t-shirt on under this, but How cute are these? They are honestly nicer than I thought they would be. They're nicer on than I thought they would be from pictures, because I wasn't sure about the lilac colour, but I love these so much. They are so cute and they're so comfy, and they're such like a thin light material, so they're perfect for summer. I know my mirror's in a bad place with the window behind, but how cute are these? I might keep them on, they are absolutely adorable. So that was my little Lucy and Yak haul and my reading update for the day. I might update you later, especially if I manage to read a lot more of Show Us Who You Are, which I feel like I might, because it is just such a fast-paced book and I want to do some reading today. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little bit of the vlog. It's a bit different. I don't really do this stuff because, as I said, I don't really buy many clothes, but this is me. This is what I love, and I love dungarees and I love Lucy and Yak so much. I will leave a link to their shop down below because you should really go and check them out. I love their stuff. It's Friday. I have a bit of a reading update. I haven't actually really read today. I'm struggling to kind of focus on stuff because I'm feeling a little bit nervous and stressed about stuff that's going on and not feeling quite right because of it. So I'm not really reading a lot today. I'm just focusing on editing, and I curl my hair and watching YouTube videos, stuff that I don't have to pay too much attention to or is distracting but not. I'm not in the mindset to read right now, although I have managed to read a little bit more of Hanny and Issue because this one's a really nice easy one and I love the characters, and we're not reading too much a day, so I have managed to read today's pages for Hanny and Issue and I'm really enjoying this one. There was such a cute moment with some discussions about prayer and Muslim prayer. One of the main characters is Muslim, and I just love that bit of representation that we had, but also it was just really cute. It was such a cute scene between the two girls, and I'm really liking seeing their kind of friendship grow throughout this book. It's feeling very natural the way they're kind of getting to know each other, and I love the whole friends to lovers thing. So very much enjoying this one. I also read more of Ghost of the Shadow Market yesterday. Don't think I talked about this because I read this running yesterday afternoon. So I'm now this far through this chunky beast. I am 220 pages through and really enjoying it. I should get some more done of this over the weekend because I'll be driving more to and from work. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this one. The story that I just read had a lot of focus on Jem, Will and Tessa, and it broke my heart. It was so sad but also so lovely to kind of be with them again, and it made me feel really emotional. I feel like they're going to appear a lot in this. Jem is in like every story, which I like. He's mentioned at some point because I guess he's in the Shadow Market a lot, so sure. Yeah, I do I'm really enjoying this one, and I'm glad that I'm finally reading it. It's making me want to read more of the Shadowhunters books. I also have a very big update for Show Us Who You Are. I think I talked about this yesterday that I started it, but I actually finished this last night. I read like 160 pages in one go to finish it because I was enjoying it so much and I didn't want to put it down. Also, purple matching my dungarees. Yeah, I'm wearing the new dungarees and loving them. Anyway, sidetracked. Brain is not focusing today. But yeah, I'm really enjoying this book so much. I gave this 5 stars. It was such a good representation of neurodivergent people. The main character had autism and the kind of main side character had ADHD, and I believe that Al has autism herself, so this just felt like a very authentic representation. But I imagine a lot of neurodivergent kids will see themselves in this and absolutely love it, but also other kids will really enjoy it too. It has kind of a Scooby-Doo adventure mystery aspect to it, which is what I expected. But around the 150 page mark, oh my god, this started getting deep and dark and sad and emotional, and it was a roller coaster, and that's why I couldn't put it down. I absolutely loved this book because I feel like there is something for every child. It will educate, but it will also make people feel like they're seen and they're not alone, and there are kids out there like them who can do amazing things and will do amazing things. Seeing Cora throughout this book kind of grow in confidence and courage and be so brave, it was just so lovely to see. I really, really liked her as a character, and the friendship that was in this one was so heartwarming as well. So I would give this one a big 5 stars, really recommend it, honestly. It's a great one for kids, but also all ages. I honestly feel like anyone can read this one. The language didn't feel simplified at all, it just read very naturally even for someone of my age, so I would highly recommend this one for all ages. And I can't wait to read A Kind of Spark by Al McNichol, which I haven't actually read yet, but heard good things about that one as well. So the next one I'm going to read, I think, off my TBR for Whateverthon is House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland. I have the next couple of days before we go on holiday, and I want to at least get another book read before we go away, and this one is quite short. I think it's just under 300 pages, so I'm hoping that I'll be able to get this one done in the next couple of days. It has these really pretty chapter headings as well that I didn't know about. I was just flicking through it and could see those. Very pretty. Yeah, so I'm going to start this one today and hopefully finish it before Monday, because I do really want to read this, and it's short and it's a horror kind of thriller, so I'm hoping it's quite quick to read. And I've been packing for holiday and what books I'm going to take with me. I'm stressed because I still have quite a few on my TBR for the month. In fact, I will show you what's on my TBR for the rest of the month. So not including House of Hollow, I have these books left on my TBR, which is daunting because we're like over halfway into the month now. Cinderella is Dead, I am hoping it's going to be a super quick read, and I might pick this one up in the next couple of days. And then I have The Starlight Watchmaker and The Deep Sea Duke. Technically this isn't on my TBR, but it's so short, they're both so short. I think I might just reread it so I can read them together, because this one is a series. Then I have Punching the Air, which is thick, but it's also told in verse, so I'm not too worried about getting through this one. I'm going to take this one on holiday with me. I'm taking all of these on holiday pretty much. Then I have XOXO, which is a contemporary, so I'm hoping it won't take me too long to get through, but it's not exactly the shortest book in the world. It's actually only just over 300 pages, so it's thicker than it looks. Shorter than it looks? Thicker than it is? I don't know. And then I have Slay by Brittany Morris, which I've heard is an amazing audiobook and is also super quick to get through, and I've heard people can't put it down, so I'm hoping that one is quick. And then last but not least I have Circe, which Courtney said to me is a slower one, so save it for the last bit of the month once I've got everything else off the TBR. So yeah, I'm hoping I get a lot of time for reading on holiday, because I don't think I'm going to have that much when I get back, because things are going to get stressful. But I'm excited. So yeah, I am going to take most of these with me and probably just leave Circe at home, because I think that's probably enough to take with me on holiday for 5 days. But you know, who knows, you never know. These are definitely going to be super quick ones, and maybe Slay as well, so we will see. Me and Courtney, me and Alex are going to buddy read Slay while we're on holiday together, so I'm excited for that. So hopefully I can finish this TBR. You'll find out in my next vlog whether I finish this TBR. It's Saturday, so I've been at work today, so I haven't read too much, but I did start House of Hollow last night. I'm not very far through this right now, but at the moment I'm on chapter 5, about 50 pages in. It's creepy, there's some crazy sisters, and we as the reader don't know what happened to them. The only thing I know from the synopsis is that something mysterious happened to the sisters that made them disappear for a month, and I don't think they know what happened to them. And I don't know if that's going to be explored throughout the book, but at the moment, yeah, it's just kind of creepy, but I haven't read too much of it, so I can't give that many opinions right now. But the writing is very kind of poetic and very descriptive, which I like, so I'm not too far in, but this is only about 300 pages long anyway, so I'm hoping to read some more of this tonight. I've also been reading more of this. I don't know where I am because I haven't moved my bookmark, but I've definitely read at least another story in here. These all make me kind of emotional because of the mentions of, so many mentions of Jem, Will and Tessa, and it's really just nice to be back with these characters after so long. It's been probably about 2 or 3 years since I last read the Shadowhunter books, so it's very nice to be back with these characters, and we're getting a little bit more of Jace and Isabel. So because I was at work today, I did get some books, so I picked up this copy of Vicious by V. Schwab. I actually have no idea what this is about, but it's by V. Schwab, so of course I want to read it because I absolutely love The Invisible Life of Addie LaRue. I'm slowly building up my collection, and I wanted this edition because it's the one that matches my other edition because it has the character underneath. And these are all kind of the same size as Addie and as the collector's editions that I have of A Dark Shade of Magic. So I'm very excited to read it. I think me and Alex might be buddy reading this one as well. I know we're going to definitely buddy read A Dark Shade of Magic and This Savage Song. And we might read this one as well. Hopefully I'm going to get a copy of Vengeful as well, which is weirdly harder to get in these matching editions, but hopefully I'll be able to get these two. So I also managed to get Ace of Spades. I was sent a few proof copies in the past couple of weeks from publishers, so very excited to have a proof copy of this even though it's already out. I don't know if you can kind of see on the camera that this actually does say Ace of Spades on the front cover as well. Again, I don't know much about this one. I know it's one of the biggest releases of the year in YA, and I'm very excited to read it. I'm very happy to get a proof copy. This was sent to me by Usborne, so thank you very much to Usborne. And on the back of it, it just says, how can you play the game when the cards are stacked against you? Compelling, incredibly unputdownable, and the book you must read this year. So I also got a copy of As Far As You'll Take Me by Phil Stamper. Phil Stamper I've heard a lot about in the past couple of years. He also wrote The Gravity of Us, which I haven't read yet, but I've heard really, really good things about. And I actually don't know, but I'm presuming that this is queer. I know that The Gravity of Us is definitely following a male-male relationship, so I'm presuming this one is too, but I'm not exactly sure. It says it follows somebody called Marty and somebody called Pierce, and there is a line at the bottom that says, is Pierce the right boy to be falling for? So I'm going to presume that this is gay. I'm very excited to read this one because I've heard really good things about The Gravity of Us. Again, this was sent to me by the publisher, so thank you to Bloomsbury for sending me this one. Then I got sent a copy of Hurricane Child by Case and Callender. Case and Callender, who wrote Felix Ever After, they also write some middle grade books, and they wrote King of the Dragonflies, and this is their newer book. I'm not exactly sure of the release date for this one, because this one is a finished copy actually. But I think this one is fairly new, or at least is being published. And yeah, it says it came out in 2018. I thought it was a more historical one, but it was published. It's only being published in this year by, it's only being published this year in the UK by Scholastic, so thank you to Scholastic for sending this one to me. So I also got The Seven Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle. The next couple of books were actually given to me by my lovely friend Amy, and she had this hardcover copy that I don't actually know if I've seen of this one, because this is not the kind of cover that I recognise, but I'm presuming this was the UK hardcover. And again, I don't really know much about this one other than it follows somebody called Evelyn Hardcastle, and I'm going to presume that there are some deaths in it, and I think it's a thriller, and it says, yeah, somebody's going to be murdered at the ball tonight. It won't appear to be a murder, and so the murderer won't be caught. Rectify that injustice and I'll show you the way out. So it sounds like it follows some kind of ball and a person called Evelyn Hardcastle. So then we have The Furies by Katie Lowe. This is actually a proof copy, but it did come out a couple of years ago, and I think it's gaining more kind of traction on social media. In the past couple of months, I've definitely seen this one around more. This is a YA thriller, and on the front, as you can see, it says you'd kill to be one of them. So I think it might follow kind of a group of people, or probably girls in a school called the Furies, because it says join the cult, but that is completely me guessing because this has no kind of, oh, it does have a little synopsis in the front of it. So it says there was no known cause of death, a 16-year-old girl dead on school property without a single clue to suggest why or how. The papers blurred it out, took suggestive photographs of the screen the police erected around the scene. But by that time I'd already seen it. I see it now sometimes when I'm struggling to sleep. It's etched there in my mind, not because it was horrific, nor due to some long-standing unresolved trauma. No, my feeling is quite the opposite, a thrill, cold and sweet in the recall. So I'm interested to read this one. It'll probably be quite quick because it's a YA thriller. And then we have The 10,000 Doors of January by Alex E. Harrow, and I'm very excited to read this one. This again is a proof copy, but I think this one has been out for a couple of years as well. Yeah, this one came out in 2019 as well, and Amy gave me this one and the Furies if I didn't mention that already. And again, don't know too much about this one. These are all just ones that were on my wish list, so I did know at some point what they were about, but since have forgotten. I just know that this is about, I think, 10,000 doors in a mansion. It says it's a sprawling mansion filled with exotic treasures, and it's perfect for fans of the Night Circus, The 13th Tale and The Binding. I really, really love The Night Circus a lot, and I enjoyed The Binding, so excited to read this one. And then we have some book mail that arrived today, so I'm just going to open these. I think I know what these both are, but you never know, we might be surprised. So in this first parcel, this was from Waterstones, it's She's Too Pretty to Burn by Wendy Hurd. I ordered this in like February or March, and for some reason it's only just managed to make its way to me now, about 3 months later. But I've been very excited for this one for a while. This was one of my most anticipated releases of the year. Very, very pretty book. I love this under the dust jacket, and if I remember rightly, this follows a girl called Veronica and a guy called Mick, and I think they're kind of best friends, and then they start falling in love, and there is a fire and murders and 3 drowning bodies and a stalker. So this is apparently also inspired by the picture of Dorian Gray, which I didn't know. And it's a sexy psychological thriller that explores the intersections of love, art, danger and power, and I think this is a bigger release in the US, because this is a US edition. I don't think it's readily available in the UK, but I did just about manage to get hold of a copy through Waterstones after about 3 months. I'm very excited to read this hopefully over the summer, because I think it's one of the big kind of summer releases of 2021. So this one was actually from...
Here, Öffnen.
Says on it. Here.
Öffnen.
Öffnen. Which is open here in Dutch. So I'm going to follow that advice and open it there in Dutch.
You know, open it in Dutch?
Yeah. Yeah, so this is exactly what I expected it to was, and that is Our Dark Duet, the sequel to This Savage Song by V.E. Schwab, or Victoria Schwab as she's known on this one. So I'm not going to tell you what this is about because it is the sequel to This Savage Song, which I haven't actually read yet, which is why I bought this edition. I bought the edition that matches this of the first one because I really, really like this, and I don't like the UK covers, so I bought this cover and the matching one for the first one. But I think me and Alex might be planning on buddy reading this one this year as well, so I'm very excited to finally have most, if not all, of Victoria Schwab's works, as I loved Addie LaRue so much. And then we have On a Night Like This by Lindsay Kelk. This is a very, very advanced proof copy, so thank you very much to HarperCollins for sending this to me. I requested this one mainly because my boyfriend absolutely loves Lindsay Kelk's books, and there he is. And I knew that he would really want to read it, and also maybe I will actually read a Lindsay Kelk book. I've not read a Lindsay Kelk book, so I definitely want to read this one before it's released, and we have like 6 months to read it, so maybe this one will be my first one. And it says, it only takes one night to fall in love. Get ready to fall in love with Lindsay Kelk on a night like this. This one actually doesn't come out until November. As I said, I think it comes out on November 11th in the UK. It has a hardback release here, which is very exciting. And this one says in the front of it, the breakout new novel from the Sunday Times best-selling author. When Fran Cooper accepts a mysterious temporary job as a PA to a secret celebrity, she is swept off her feet. Working with the global superstar Juliet, Fran is charged with getting her to the Crystal Ball, the glittering event where the world's rich and famous gather on a beautiful Mediterranean island. What Fran doesn't know is that on this night everything will change for her too. It might just be the most unforgettable night of her life.
Mine!
Okay, so if you didn't know throughout this clip, Mark's been assisting me here to hand me books throughout this this little bit of the vlog. Anyway, I am gonna head off and hopefully I'll do some reading tonight of House of Hollow, and I do need to read some more of Honey and Issues Guide to Fake Dating, which I'm absolutely loving at the moment, but I haven't read any of that today yet. And I will be reading some more of Ghost of the Shadow Market tomorrow, so I will give you another update tomorrow, hopefully with some more of a reading update as well. Hi and welcome to the end of the vlog. It's Sunday night right now, so I thought I'd just wrap up this vlog and then I'll be able to start a new one in the morning. So I'll give you a quick reading update. I've been driving a lot this weekend because I've been going to and from work, so I've read a lot more of Ghost of the Shadow Market. I'm near the end of this one now, really enjoying this. It's just so lovely to be back in the world. The last story I read was so long. It was like probably 100-ish pages. Yeah, it was over 100 pages. It was like 120 pages-ish, but I really loved it. It followed Alec and Magnus, and I love them so much, and I could kind of guess the outcome of the story throughout it, but I did really enjoy reading it. So I think I only have a couple of stories left of this one, maybe only 2 or 3 by the looks of it. So can't wait to carry on reading this one into the next vlog, because I'm really enjoying just being back in this world and being back with the variety of characters that appear throughout these stories. I also read 50 pages of House of Hollow around work today, and I'm now this far through, so I'm nearly halfway. I'll definitely be over halfway today. I want to maybe get to the 200 page mark. I'm on 124 right now. Yeah, definitely getting into this one more. I was finding the start of it really slow and I didn't really feel a draw to it, but it's getting really creepy and like really spine tingling, which I really like. It's quite gruesome and graphic in places. There was a scene I read today that was quite graphic, and I was eating as well and I was a bit like, oh, this is too much. But I'm definitely becoming more and more intrigued with the characters and what happened to them, because this is about 3 sisters who went missing when they were kids and they don't remember any of it, and then it kind of starts coming out that maybe one of them does and she goes missing, and the other 2 sisters are trying to find her. Yeah, it has some real creepy vibes and I'm definitely getting into it, but I'm going to read it tonight in bed and maybe I'll be a bit creeped out probably. So that's where I am with reading at the moment. I haven't read any more of Honey and Issues Guide to Fake Dating, I don't think, since talking to you last, but I want to read some more of that tonight as well. I didn't buy a book today, but I did receive one book today. This is The Invisible Life of Maddie in Dutch. This is the first foreign language book I have bought knowingly. I've accidentally bought manga in German before, which I think is quite a common problem actually, but I've never bought a foreign language edition that I couldn't read before, but me and my friend Jo were talking about this one because this is the exclusive edition, the limited edition, Dutch edition, and it is absolutely beautiful. Not only does it have this really pretty cover with the bird on the front of it, it also has these really nice end papers, which I really like. And the most important, oh, it has a letter in the front of it as well. That's so cute. I didn't know that existed. And it's in English, which is nice. And then it has this under the cover. And I can't even tell you how shimmery the actual book is. It is so shiny. And this has got a picture, well, an illustration thing of Book the cat on the front of it. and on the spine as well. It is so cute. But anyway, I wanted this to just add to my Addie LaRue collection, and me and Joe got these copies. I did pay for it, but Joe got it for me with hers, so thank you very much, Joe, for getting this one for me, and I can add it to my Addie shelf, which I made last night, and it doesn't actually fit right now where I wanted it to fit, so I'm gonna have to shuffle it around, but I'm very glad to have it and expand my Addie LaRue collection, because I have no shame when it comes to Addie LaRue. It is the one book that I will buy every edition I want to, because I've decided it's my favourite book, so I have no shame. I'm just going to buy all of the special editions that I want to buy, and I'm going to add that one to my shelves. So yeah, that's the only book that I've got today, and I've just been reading a little bit. I want to read some more tonight, but yeah, tomorrow I'm going to start another vlog, and me and Blue and Alex go on our holiday tomorrow, so I'm very, very excited for that. And it's going to be hopefully a very exciting vlog of doing a lot of things, and hopefully a lot of reading. I'm going to be very busy when I get back from this holiday, so I really want to try and push myself to read a lot while I'm away. So yeah, I'm going to try and hopefully get a lot done, a lot of reading done. I'm taking a lot of books with me, so if you want to see this reading journey, holiday journey, go and see the next vlog when it comes out next week. Very excited to start filming that tomorrow morning. Yay! And then hopefully I will see you guys in that video as well. If you enjoyed this vlog, please give it a thumbs up, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel to see more vlogs like this and other videos. So I will see you next time. Bye!